Hi, this is going to be my birth plan video. I am 33 weeks today, and just a few things going on with me. I've noticed that my feet and my legs are swelling much more as I get closer. I have a little bit of breakout going on. As you can see, that huge thing right there. And I'll get a few, but not really what I would call necessarily acne or a full breakout. Let's see, my eyes are so dark underneath, and I'll get bags from not getting enough sleep, which you would think I would get enough sleep, but I can wake up in an hour or two later, I'm tired, just like sitting here out of breath. But it's those things that come along with being pregnant. We have our next doctor appointment today's Monday, so it's this coming Friday morning. So we'll see how that goes. The last one I went to, they said everything turned out good. My blood work came back good. My glucose test came back good. They weighed her in to be around 4 pounds. So, and my waist is at 44 inches, I believe. Okay. So anyways, this is going to be my birth plan. And I did one of the printouts, which you can get on babycenter.com. So I'm going to be reading it off there. Okay, so it starts off by asking, who do you want in the room during labor and delivery. At this point, I only have Dustin's name down just because I'm not sure what is going to be the situation, or who's going to make it in time, or, there's just, you never really know. Things that you would like to bring or have done. It says music or dim lights, wear my own clothes during labor. I'm not really worried about any of those things. The only one I did check was being able to take video or photos. When I had my son, the hospital that we happened to be at, they wouldn't let us do video. So maybe this one will, maybe they won't. If we can, I want to. If not, definitely plenty of photos. It says the option to return home if not in active labor. I check that because if I'm obviously, I trust their judgment. If I'm nowhere near where I need to be as far as dilated or thinned out, and they feel I should go home, then I'd rather, be more comfortable at home than sitting in the hospital for longer than I have to. Once I'm admitted, I checked off that I want my partner to be able to stay with me at all times. So that includes going, Lord forbid, I would have to have a C-section. Obviously, I'd want him there with me, walking around the hospital or being in the room, whatever the situation. Obviously, he's going to be there with me. The ability and choice to walk around and move. Of course, I would check that, which they suggest anyway. They let you walk around the hospital. It helps the contractions go along and move smoother. Let's see if it says under, like you can see, they're categorized. So under vaginal birth, it asks if you want to use a birth mirror to view. I don't need to see what's going on down there. I know what's going down. I don't need to see it. But and then to touch my baby's head when it crowns, that doesn't really bother me too much. So I mean, it's one of those things, if I do, I do, I don't. To give birth without an episiotomy, yeah, I didn't tear with my son, and it's not something you plan, but I don't think I would again, but I definitely don't want to be cut, so, yeah, that being said, my partner to help coach me, and our baby, of course, will be there for, support, to be able to hold my baby right away, unless it's something urgent. Of course, I want her to be put on my chest, and then when they're done cleaning up, I want her to be brought back to me. My partner to cut the umbilical cord, Obviously Dustin will be cutting the cord. Let's see. Some of these are irrelevant. Let's see. Postpartum. All newborn procedures to take place in my presence. I did check that. I'd prefer either myself or Dustin to be present during any procedures or anything going on with her. And it says to stay in my own room and have the baby stay in the room with me. Of course, I want her to stay with us in the room as opposed to being taken off to their nursery. My other child to be brought in to see the new baby as soon as possible after birth. I check that. Now, after everything is done with, the labor part, Colton will be brought in to meet his new baby sister. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Pain relief. I only checked on the bath or shower because warm water helped a lot with my contractions before. And then I checked massage. Other than that, I didn't check any kind of medicine or an epidural. As I've mentioned before in videos, I didn't have an epidural with my son. I had no type of medication at all. They're completely natural. I'd like to try to do that again. I do have to take into consideration that it has been 6 years. Your body changes. And then on top of that, I've been in 2 pretty bad car accidents that have left my lower back and hips kind of not feeling so great. So, if I have to get an epidural, I would get one. I don't want to go in there with the mindset that I'm getting an epidural. So, I'm going to try to do it. Let's see. Just some other things on here. They'll have one here. Let's see. Feeding issues. It says breastfeed continuously, formula feed, etc., etc. I have mentioned before, I wasn't able to breastfeed my son. He was tongue-tied. So I'm going to attempt it. If it doesn't work out, whether it's me not feeling comfortable or her not wanting to do it, whatever the case may be, then we will use formula. Let's see. And then last but not least, skipping down, because it has circumcision, which she's a girl, so I don't need to worry about that. Being discharged, it asks if you want to stay in the hospital as long as possible or be discharged as soon as possible or wait and see how you feel and let, you make the decision, which I checked that one because obviously I want to make, the call. Once they give me the okay that I'm okay, if I feel that I'm okay to go, which I don't see why I wouldn't, then I'll go. So that's pretty much my birth plan that I have set for right now. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Print that out. Other than that, you can write things down and plan them out, but in cases like childbirth, they just sometimes don't go the way you plan, so we'll just see and play it by ear. So